Idology is excited to welcome Jessica Sanchez to the house today. I've got to start by asking you something that didn't get talked about on Idol, but all of your fans know that you were on America's Got Talent at 11. What does it do to an 11-year-old's brain to be on television, to get that close to singing success, and then sort of go back to, presumably, a normal life of being a student? Are you sitting there in every class and in every moment of your life thinking, I can't wait till I'm old enough to audition for Idol so I can do this again?
Yeah, no, I did. And the whole America's Got Talent experience didn't change me at all. I mean, it was just like me going on stage and being like, this is just another local competition, this is like whatever, you know. I wasn't like 100% into it as much as I was for Idol.
Is that because you're 11?
Yeah, because I was 11, I was a kid. But I still am a kid, but I'm more driven.
Jessica Sanchez, DeAndre Brackensick, and Candace Glover.
We first saw you in the Vegas group rounds, and we'll get to that in a second. That was legendary. But did you sing Get Me Bodied in Hollywood Week? Is that true? That is such a crazy but cool pick.
Yeah.
Do you wish we'd gotten to see that?
I was dying when they didn't show it. I was like, please just show it, because I didn't even know I was going to make it through. I was like, just show it. I'll be happy, then you can cut me. Just, yeah. And I thought it was going to be shown too, because it was like different. Nobody's ever done a fast song for the first round of Hollywood Week.
You didn't slow it down, I'm assuming.
No. It was the fast, regular version, and I was
Mission 1.
trying to, move my body and everything, and it was really fun. It was a fun experience, but it was terrifying because I was just going out there with just a random fast song.
Did you pull a couple dance moves into the...
I did. I was whipping the hair and everything.
Do you know the extended video version of that?
Yes, I do.
I think possibly the greatest video of all time.
Yeah, no, I dance to it all the time.
I can't do the Naomi Campbell. You can. I cannot.
Come on in, come on in.
Let's talk about that Buddy Holly performance. I talked about it with DeAndre. I think it was one of the great moments of this season. But tell me, when you first got the song, it was pretty clear that you guys were all like, what is this? And how are we gonna make this work?
There you going, baby. Wait, sorry. Other people got better songs, and we were assigned songs too. It's not like we picked this song.
Right.
And it was a terrible song for us. I mean, it could have been better for, the cowboy guy.
Oh, right.
With his cowboy hat.
But we had no country slang in our voices at all.
It had a little bit of that square kind of sound to
and
it.
if you listen to the original, it is ridiculous. If you just try to assign that to us.
We just have to stay respectful to the song, but I think we need to update it a little bit.
It was a challenge for us, and we did it well, because we just completely turned that thing around and sang it the way that we wanted to.
So I could sit and cry.
Did the three of you feel like while you were up there performing it, like something pretty spectacular was happening? Because it felt like there was a certain energy between the three of you. I was watching it at home like, oh my God, send these people directly to the top 24, because we don't really need to see anything else at this point.
Idology, what have you done to me?
That's so sweet. No, but literally before we went up on stage, we were freaking out because everybody got to have like this dress rehearsal thing, and we were the only group that didn't. Yeah, so okay, we haven't practiced on stage, we don't know how it sounds, we don't even know how the band is gonna play it. We were freaking out. Yeah, and eventually we got it. The judges took a break and we got it in there, but yeah, so that happened. And then my mom and DeAndre's mom and a lot of the crew backstage was like, you guys need to have more fun on stage, because we were scared off our butts. We're like, we're singing this song, we don't know what's gonna happen. So when we went out there for the actual performance, we're just like, let's just let loose and just act crazy. So that whole hair flipping and everything,
There was a lot of hair.
Yeah, the bouncing of DeAndre, that all came out. We were just like, let's just do this.
Well, I think Candace has to come back for season 12.
I think she has to, too.
To me, that was the most inexplicable cut
ridiculous.
of the season.
That was ridiculous.
Candace, I'm sorry, baby.
Me and DeAndre were crying for days.
You come out for Top 25 week and you tackle a Jennifer Hudson song.
Yeah.
To me, it's always dangerous to cover people who've been on the show and have released material, and I thought that was kind of gutsy, but I loved that you did something with a little tempo to it.
I wanted to always change it up every week, and I was like, let's do a fast song, let's do an upbeat song, but something that also shows my voice too, and I think that was perfect.
It's almost too good to be true.
I had no fear that, it was a former contestant. I mean, there was a little iffiness to it, but I was just like, I just gotta go out there and kill it.
Top 13 week, you covered I Will Always Love You. That would have been an intense song to cover at any point, but in the year that Whitney Houston died, in the year that Jennifer Hudson covered it on the Grammys, and you're there not long after tackling this song. Did you think, maybe I should pick something else off this list?
Right away, we have to pick our songs, like right away.
Okay.
So I looked at that song and I was like, I am doing this song. Because I grew up listening to the song, I love the song, and I thought it was a perfect song to just pay tribute to Whitney. And after a couple of days of it being locked in, I was like, oh my gosh, I am going to just be wrecked by all the comments and all of America if I do a bad job. I just went out there and just sang my heart out, and I'm glad that everybody loved it, and it was good feedback instead of bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was one of the first moments of season 11. There was some criticism that it was too similar to the original.
Yeah.
Was that a deliberate decision? Did you say, I don't want to mess with this particular song?
I don't want to mimic anybody, but I also don't want to change somebody's song, especially if I'm paying tribute.
Turn the beat around.
Top 11 week, you got some tough comments from the judges. Too much vibrato for a fast song.
Yeah.
First of all, song choice-wise, was that a song that you were totally dying to do, or was that just sort of like, this was the year I was born?
Yeah, this was the year I was born, and I don't know what song to sing, so let's just pick a song and get over it. I wanted to sing an upbeat song because the week before that I sang a slow song. I mean, I was dancing on stage, I was working it, but I guess it wasn't like fully there vocally.
Sweet Dreams in top 9 week, I thought was a really interesting choice for you to flip a well-known up-tempo song and do it really slow. And you did it sort of moody with the red doors.
Baby, long as you're here, I'll be floating on air.
We have no time at all to just be like, I want this and that and this and that. I mean, everything is just, them, and they help us, get creative with it and make us look good on stage.
Okay.
Like I said, the week before that I sang a fast song, and I wanted to sing a song that was more familiar to the audience by my favorite artist, but slow it down and make it more dreamy and just memorable.
Do you wish you'd gotten more of an artist critique at that point? I feel like female contestants on the show have a harder time getting the word artist applied to them.
I mean, I know who I am. They don't have to tell me who I am. I just tell myself to have fun. I mean, it's their opinion, and all I can do is just sing my heart out, and like I said, I know who I am.
How will I know? You covered Whitney Houston a second time. Was there any thought, should I pick something else? Is it too much to cover 2 Whitney Houston songs in a season?
Definitely. I was so scared. I was like, I just did Whitney, what am I doing? It comes back to the thing where we're having, not much time to pick a song, and I was panicking, and there was no other songs to sing that really interesting me. But I got good critiques on that, so
Right.
I'm happy about it.
Also, at that point in the season, we saw one of the best duets of the season. I can't say the best duet because that was the season finale. You and Joshua doing I Knew You Were Waiting for Me. I talked to him a little bit about it, and he said both of you are not exactly planned singers. There's a lot of spontaneity that happens,
Oh,
and a
yeah.
lot of just jumping in and doing what feels right. There's a high degree of potential for disaster there,
Yeah.
but somehow it all came together and worked. Tell me a little bit about working
I think
with him.
that's like the best kind of music, when you just feel in the music and you just go out there and sing. And it's not planned, it's not structured, it's just throwing your creativity out there. That's what we did. And literally all those ad-libs that were in there, it was all just us in that moment. And we had so much fun. It was amazing. And I think that was one of my favorite performances too.
Top 7 week, you did Jasmine Sullivan Stuttering. I loved that you picked something kind of obscure. Were there people backstage that were like, maybe you should pick something more familiar?
I love Jasmine Sullivan. I think she doesn't get credit enough for what she does and for her vocals. And I wanted to just, since I'm on the biggest TV show, might as well, sing one of her songs. I mean, what the heck?
Well, I can't stop stuttering.
People know the song now. And I heard that it was #1 on the R&B charts for iTunes. And I was like, I have accomplished something.
Jessica Sanchez, Elise, you are safe.
When you were doing your Save Me performance and J-Lo grabbed the mic from you, was there at all an instinct in you like, don't take the mic away, I'm singing?
Give me that mic. This is crazy.
It kind of.
I
won't
wonder, I
lie.
thought that I saw that in your face.
Yeah, I was like, what are you doing here? Like, let me sing. It was definitely shocking. I don't know what she would think if, the judges were running up to you and then J-Lo was just like right in your face and she just snatched the mic out of your hand and they're all pushing you to the other contestants. And they're telling you like a million things at one time. They're like, no, and I'm like, what? Like, what am I doing wrong? Watching that back my face was ridiculous.
Top 3 week. I like to call it the Jessica Sanchez sabotage hour.
Mm-hmm.